This session must be of a very much interest to the potential investors, because during this session we are aiming to hear about potential areas for investments in Azerbaijan, to hear about government policies and incentives available for the investors. I believe we will hear some success stories and history behind current success, discussion, as well as to allow enough time for the Q&A session. And first I would like to pass the floor to Mr. Rufatma Madhav, President of Azerbaijan Investment and Promotion Foundation. Please, the floor is yours, and we're ready to listen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Promotion Foundation. Our institution is the investment promotion agency of Azerbaijan, helping international investors to find opportunities here in Azerbaijan, to enter this market and to establish themselves here and run their business successfully. We have heard in the first session and in the welcoming speeches some expose into the investment climate of Azerbaijan, what's going on, what are the perspectives for the next future. Now I'd like to present you several specific opportunities for investments based on the priority sectors that we identify together with other stakeholders. I will start with some traditional sectors such as chemicals. As it was already mentioned this morning, chemicals is a traditional sector due to the oil and gas reserves and exploration. This has always been a traditional and important part of our economy. Previously, it was mainly focused on upstream, somewhat midstream production, and these days we are focusing also on completing the midstream and widening the downstream production of chemicals in Azerbaijan. For that reason, we have introduced a number of different mechanisms, both legislative, such as investment incentives, as well as some institutional mechanisms such as Sumgayit Chemical Industrial Park to attract more private investors into this sector. To my left, we have Samir Mammadov, who will present the specific opportunities in the Sumgayit Chemical Industrial Park. That's why I'm not going to talk much about the chemical industry in Azerbaijan and perspectives. I'd like to introduce you a couple of important projects that we have initiated in the park itself, together with the park. One of them is the synthetic oil production facility to be built there. You know, synthetic oil is an alternative to the classic motor oil that we use in the car industry. This is the raw material for this production is there in Azerbaijan. It's made of the gas, basically, natural gas. And as you know, Azerbaijan is has one of the largest deposits of natural gas, and we explore it and export it, and we are also using it for our own production. By the way, all these projects that I'm introducing here, they're also available on our website, on our catalog of investment projects. I'm not going into the very details of those projects. We can discuss them at the B2Bs so that we don't spend too much time at this presentation for each individual project. One of the major missing points in Azerbaijan, or weakest points in the chemical industry of Azerbaijan is the production of inorganic chemicals. You know, these chemicals are normally used for various, for the production of end products in different areas, such as production of soaps, disinfection materials. They are used for the oil and gas industry and in many other fields. Here we are talking about such important inorganic chemicals such as chloride, we have hydroxide, we have caustic potash production. Those envisaged within this usage of these products that we mainly import for our own needs, as well as for the regional consumption as well. Agriculture sector is another important area and traditional area for Azerbaijan. You know, Azerbaijan is one of the largest producers of agricultural goods in this part of the world. It is rapidly growing due to the increasing of the share mentioned here, but not all of them. Once again, they are available on our website. They are available in our catalog of investment projects. Here is an important and very interesting project introduced by one of the largest investors here. One of our companies is proposing a project, is intending a project in the city called Neftchala on the production of animal feed. All the infrastructure is ready there, so it will be placed in the industrial estate in this area, and the company is already a resident there, so they want to invite international investors to realize this project. There are many other projects in pipeline that we are ready to introduce you. As I said, we are there, our institution is there to introduce you into the business opportunities in Azerbaijan. We're there to guide you throughout all the investment process in our country, and we're there to carry you after you establish your business, to help you to expand here and to also enter the international markets around us. So once again, welcome to Azerbaijan. Please use this opportunity to know more about the about business here, and I would like to share more information with you during the B2Bs. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your very informative presentation. Your presentation gave a good idea about potential sectors where investors might be really interested, and I believe the potential projects that you mentioned would be of an interest to them too. You already talked about some of the sectors, including the petro and chemical industry, about the agriculture, tourism, food processing. Now we will have a chance to hear more from some of those sectors, from the representative of some of those sectors. And I would like to pass the floor to Mr. Samir Madhav. He is the head of investor relations sector in the Sumgayit Chemical Industrial Park. So please, floor is yours. And just to mention that we have heard a lot about specifically about that park, and that you have attracted about $1 billion within last 3 years. Would really be happy to hear how you achieved this success, and please tell us about your success story. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As you rightly mentioned, that within the last 3 years, we were successful to achieve to attract investment exceeding $1.1 billion. And I believe what I'm going to say will explain all that. As you may know, Sumgayit Chemical Industrial Park was established in December 2011 by the decree of the President. The main objectives of Sumgayit Chemical Industrial Park are to ensure the sustainable development of the country's non-oil sector and support production of import substituting and competitive products on the base of high-end innovative technologies. Also to promote the entrepreneurship in this respect, and of course to increase the employment in the industrial sector. Chemicals and the chemical products of the USSR were produced in Sumgait. Sumgait is quite a young city with a population of 408,000, and it's the largest city, the second largest city in Azerbaijan. There are several factors that ensures the successful development of Sumgait Chemical Industrial Park. And the first of all, it's the well-developed infrastructure. By well-developed infrastructure, I mean the infrastructure where the 90% of the first phase of the infrastructure works have been already completed, and we are on the starting of the second phase. It's predicted that all the infrastructure works will be completed in the coming year, in 2017. Another successful factor is the geographic region is very attractive because there are more than 200 million people in surrounding of the region, in surrounding of Azerbaijan. We also, I would like also to mention that there will be administrative buildings, the vocational schools, the equipped laboratories, and the workshops and the recreation graduates where they will acquire the specialties on the mechatronics, the chemistry, and the construction. So a dual education system will be applied here, where the graduates will apply their theoretical knowledge in the practices, and it's first of all will be provided by one-stop shop where they will escape, where the residents will escape the bureaucratic obstacles and the registration, the receiving the permissions for the construction. For up to date, we have 9 registered residents, and I would like to go briefly through them.
Facilities which will consist of office and commercial spaces for large enterprises, SMEs, as well as startups. R&D and lab facilities, educational facilities, of course. At the same time, we are trying to develop separately the real estate part of the project, as well as we are working, so different models of the investments could be considered. We are open to discuss all of them. And here are the models. Actually, I don't want to spend time.
Decrease the transit cost tariffs by 40%, simplified cross-boarding procedures. What we received as a result, the number of Turkish trucks using our corridors going to Central Asian market was 8,000. This year, 11 months, statistics showed 21.
Q&A, if you have any questions, and before concluding the session, I would like to have, if you have any questions to our valuable speakers, please go ahead. Anyone? Everyone is in hurry for lunch, I believe. Before this is well understood. I had some conclusion remarks, but I will also skip them. I would like to thank all our valuable speakers and the audience for their patience. Thank you very much, all of you, and I believe we have an announcement for everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.